Take me back. I cocked my mind way back, my heavy mind way back, ever since I decided I would shoot up because I aimed at perseverance. The way he juggled the car keys in his hands, to me, it was manly. My real name is Kibet. Yeah, but as a spoken word poet, I use the name Mufasa. So most people know me as Mufasa. I thought if I'm about to go on stage and someone introduces me as next on stage is Ken. I mean, really? So you know, it doesn't have that. But if someone says the next on stage is Mufasa, people will be like, Mufasa? Who's Mufasa? You know, people can be like, who's Ken? No. If people could sing from their graves, I would ask for more Whitney records, Barry White, Luther Vandross, because if a father can kill his son, a daughter her mother, then maybe we need more love songs. It's funny, like when I was in high school, everyone used to write love letters, everyone used to write love poems when you're in high school. As in everyone, like literally everyone did. So yeah, I was among those everyone. I used to write poetry, but love poems. And then it wasn't much of a big deal because I thought everyone could do it, but I was slightly better than other people, so I used to write letters for my fellow classmates. Those days, yeah, big ups. I used to be called, like, seriously, someone could buy me bread, a loaf of bread, for me to write them, you know, the letter or a short poem somewhere. So yeah, it's pretty much started in high school, and then when I was in university, I think that part I slept a bit on it, and until I went to a function. Was it kwani? Yeah, kwani open mic. And once I saw guys performing, I realized, I used to be good at this. So I went back, started writing, and then someone told me about Slam Africa. So I went to that Slam Africa, and I felt like I could compete too. So I competed, and I won. I was crowned the king, and ever since then, I've been doing spoken word poetry now. This is for those fighting to preserve our African culture, and this is for those who think stoning a gay person to death makes them straight. First, paying gigs, because most events that people know about are open mics. The most kwani, you can say, just most of the events people go to, they are open mics, and yeah, you don't get paid at open mics. You could be called up to some events, and they're literally same location or just nearby. The crowd could be the same, and maybe there's this piece you want to do. Like you did it today, and you're called up to another event like a week later to a new place, but the crowd is the same, and you really want to do this piece. So that's the challenge, because now when you're called up to too many events, people expect you to write different poetry every time, because it's not like music. As a boy, I depended on cars and my feet to take me places, but as a man, I will depend on my brain. I have performed literally everywhere. There's this open mic, first of all open mics. There's Fatuma's Voice, there's Kwani open mic, there's Words Galore. All those events usually happen monthly, and I perform in all of them a couple of times, or when I have time, or at least in a while. And then now I have paying gigs now, so like I performed for Safaricom before, during what do you call it? It was a Capture Kenya challenge. Yeah, so I was called to perform there. I performed at the High Court Milimani during the launching a manual. Yeah, I've performed at the Supreme Court almost 4 times there right now. Yeah, almost 4 times. Yeah, I think I performed with this guy's Corner Trust. I've traveled with them before performing. Yeah, Why they paid? Because Safaricom, they paid me. Judiciary, they paid me. All those that I mentioned, they paid me. So yeah, pretty pays. The thing is, guys who are being paid are a few. There's this guy, a spoken word poet. He's called, back in the States, he's called Saul Williams. I think he's definitely my inspiration in terms of poetry and how to write, what to write, how to perform. He's pretty much my biggest inspiration. And then there's another guy called Shen Koikzan. Yeah, that name. But yeah, he's really good. Like for Saul Williams, he speaks fast, but those social issues he talks about, they affect my writing. Like you see, there's a broader way of writing, not just narrow-minded. So yeah.
Show me what's on your mind.
Out of the country, of course, but in fact, out of Africa, and I'll say the United States because spoken word is pretty much big there. It's really big there. So I would love to be called to perform there. Yeah. I was supposed to launch my album sometime last year, and it's funny because the reason I did not was because as I was writing stuff, I realized I kept writing much better stuff than I had previously. So I was prolonging the period. I told myself, let me wait, because it was like I was coming up with better pieces each time. So yeah, so I decided to wait and for a while, and I'm planning to launch it now, probably I'm thinking late next month, yeah. Growing up, I always ask myself, when will I be a man? Definitely, it has a big potential. So it's just like comedy. It's like how comedy started, and right now comedy is big, too much. It's in all our programs right now. So yeah. Was it the day to finally learn to eat without leaving anything on the plate? Was it the day I finally learned to take a shower without my mother telling me to? Was it the day I finally learned to fix the aerial? Because you see that my elder brother knew how to, but the way my mother still whipped his butt, I felt like with all his aerial experience, he was 5 years younger than me. For one, they have to work. Most of the times people are lazy in terms of you only write what you think, like what you're used to or what surrounds you. So I'll call that being lazy, because as a spoken word poet, you're supposed to speak about a lot of issues, not just around you, even like speak about someone else. It's not just your story, you're telling someone else's story. You're speaking about stuff that are affecting other people. You can't be selfish with spoken word. So I'll say they have to research. They have to research on stuff that they can write about. Then again, they have to research on what people want. 5 years from now, I will be known all over the world as a spoken word poet, like a serious spoken word poet. People will want my stuff. People will watch a lot of my stuff. On YouTube, I'll have many views. Exactly. In 5 years' time, I'll have performed in Europe, and exactly just out of Africa. There's this one time I was called to perform, and I had not practiced. I had not practiced on the piece that I decided to do on stage. So yeah, I started, and then after 8 lines, yeah, I didn't know the next. It's funny, they call you, so someone calls you to an event and he says, and it's a government function, a very important function. Someone calls you and tells you, so I have this function, I want you to perform, but I don't have your money. That's absolutely outrageous. If you don't have my money, why are you calling me? Seriously, why are you calling me? I'll say performing before the Chief Justice. Yeah, it's it was really nice. Like, I performed, and then I performed and everyone was there. Like, the chairman of LSK, the Chief Justice himself, first of all, the Deputy Chief Justice, and all guys in the judiciary, if you want to say head of, High Court, what. Or maybe we need preachers to reach people's souls more than they try reaching their pockets. Creative Garages has been a home for artists. Yeah, talk about, like, you can come here to watch movies. You can come here to watch singers, poets. Like, they've just been launching people. Actually, I'll say that, launching people, launching creative works. So it's been a home, man. It's been a home, and of course I'll say thank you. Yeah, I'll say thank you. I'll say thank you to them. Yeah. So if you wanna catch me on Facebook, it's Mufasa Poet. On Twitter is @Mufasa Poet.